I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies. Today I want to talk about the US Nationals. So the US Nationals, in my view, is one of the premier tournaments around the world. You can argue that point, but it is one of the sought after things. It's where you expect the best archers to be shooting, and this happens every year. So now as an international archer, you can't win the event. There's been two Australians, to the best of my knowledge, who have won in the past. But you don't get the recognition of winning the event. It's only for Americans, but as an international archer, you can go there and compete. Now, what interests me about the US Nationals is the composition of the archers. The number of males, females shooting, the number of recurve, and the number of compound shooters shooting. So roughly, numbers, there's about 500 archers competing. That's excluding the paras and a few other classes, right? So roughly 500 archers competing. 77% of the archers are recurve archers. Now that took me as a complete shock. 388 recurve archers. So when I've been in America, I've been in see archery shops, around 80 archery shops I've visited in the US, and I don't think I saw a recurve bow in any archery shop. And this is Olympic or bare bow. So it's all compound, and I'm going to say it's all hunting. And people are going to say, well, hunting's what it's about. And I'm like, yeah, but around the world's got target, and is that just a part of the industry you're missing in America, the target side? So I'm kind of interested in that. So let's just run through some of the numbers. In the open category, so that's, open for anyone, males, recurve, there's 123, female 94. I think that's a pretty amazing statistic, that there's almost as many women shooting as men. That's pretty amazing. Compound, 41 men, 27 females, so about only a third of the number of recurve archers are shooting compound. That's amazing. It's very low numbers as far as I'm concerned, entering in the open national tournament. Now there could be lots of reasons for that. It could be there's no prize money, it's not prestigious, although what other tournament would you want to win in the US than the US Nationals? I don't know, but there's only 41, and there's some amazing archers in the US. Now in the plus 50s, this is interesting, so I'm in the plus 50 category, and sometimes I shoot open. 20 men shooting recurve and 9 women, so the numbers drop significantly. Compound, only 15 men shot, so 15 men and 9 women. So, and then when you go to 60s, 16 and 9, and 5 compounders and 6 women in the plus 60s. In the 70-year-olds, 5 and 4, and compound 11 and no women. Now the thing that struck me was bare bow. So this is bare bow recurve archery. I'm going to say it's a relatively new thing, and it's big in Europe. Okay, so bare bow, which is bare bow recurve, men 41, so that's the same number as open men compound, and women 30. So there's more bare bow shooters than compound shooters. Is that not amazing? So more people are electing to shoot bare bow than target compound. Incredible. In the plus 50, there's actually, like when I say more, there's more than the recurve and more than the compound. 22 men and 15 women. So I find that pretty incredible. So I want to kind of compare that to other events. Now the US Nationals, it's a double 72-hour round, so shot in one day. And I could be wrong with all this, but that's why I believe it is. So they shoot 72 arrows and then another 72 arrows. And for men's compound, it's 50 meters on an 80 centimeter face. For men's recurve, it's 70 meters on a 122 centimeter face. So it's like an Olympic World Archery round. So that's different to what they shoot in Australia. In Australia, we shoot a men's feeder and we shoot a short Canberra round, which is 60, 50, 40, 90 arrows. So it's completely different here in Australia. We're more like old-fashioned, the way the Olympics used to be. We haven't updated ourselves to the modern way. And people are going to say, well, the Australian Open is that. Well, the Australian Open is only 72 arrows and 3 days of match play. So the second day of the US Nationals is match play, so it's pretty much all over on a Saturday, Sunday. Now it kind of also strikes me there's only 500 odd shooters at the US Nationals. Vegas has 4,000. There's no juniors shooting, so I'm guessing there's a junior nationals in America. I don't know about that, but that's kind of interesting numbers for me. So the thing that struck me is the number of women, large numbers of women shooting, and just recurve. 77% of total archers were shooting recurve. So if you've got an archery shop in the US and you're not stocking recurve, I'd really consider stocking recurve. For me, in my business, so I have thousands of compounds and I have thousands of recurves. Recurve would make at least half my sales, at least half are recurve sales. So I would think about that, and that's for traditional shooters, hunters and stuff. Most hunters will still buy compounds, and if you're a shop in the US, you're going to say, well, hunting is my market, and I'd say yes, but there's 100 other shops right around you who say hunting's your market, and you're missing out on all those, and you're missing out on all the other potential sales that you could have. So anyway, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye.